My name is Michael Pope. I live in Redding, California. I play a lot with a church organization called Bethel Music. We go all around the world just sharing songs with people. It might not be the first thing you think of with church music, but for me as a guitar player, touch sensitivity is a huge thing. I set all my amps so that if I'm playing hard, they break up more. If I lighten up, they clean up. And that's a huge thing for getting my tone. So I feel like when I'm looking for a new pedal, it's just about knowing how to make stuff applicable to the music you're playing. Volume swells and manipulating your guitar is just a big part of church music. The boost is just like turning up your amp. It's getting the same thing, only louder. I just love the consistency, and it's got a great sweep to the boost circuit. So I'm really, really stoked to have that reliability on the road. Like I think that's going to be a game changer for my rig. With overdrives, I always go for two tones. One is a more mid-rangey, saturated tone. The other one is kind of like my amp turned up just a little bit more. So the steel string is really great for that. It's got such a great harmonic mid-range that instead of making my tones smaller, which is, you know, if you're gonna stack overdrives, it is a process and a bit of a journey to figure out which ones play with each other well. Having gone on that process a little bit with the steel string, I found that I can actually get really usable results wherever I push it. I mean, you turn it on and you just like the sound a little bit better than your dry amp. Personally, I'm not afraid of gain. I think if you know how to use it and know how to fit it, gain and saturation and distortion can be used to great benefit. I get a lot of use out of it. If I need to do like a big rhythm section, I can use a pedal like that and get a lot of punch and a lot of size and a lot of sustain out of it. And it's not going to disappear in a mix, which is a huge deal. I think a lot of times when you do try to incorporate higher gain, you can sometimes get lost in a mix. Because of where I place my volume, I like my volume after overdrives. Most of the time I'd probably stick with something like that, but certain church services or, you know, settings, even live, maybe you need to lose a little volume and a little bit of gain. I mean, if you're in the middle of a service and someone gets up to say something after a song, maybe, you know, in between songs or something, which happens all the time, like it can be great to just reach down and clean up a little bit, kind of keep the same tone you have going on, but a little quieter, a little cleaner, and then roll it back in and you're good to go. don't necessarily think that like church music should have restraints on it. I think it should be almost more open. I'm very happy with all the Vertex stuff I've tried out. I love pedals like that that give me options. So if I want to rein it in, I can rein it in, and it can be a very safe tone that's very pleasing to the ears, or I can get something more unique out of it as well, and also have a very usable